Hey, what is going on, justice lovers? And welcome back to the courtroom of the damned. Oh yeah, we got destroyed. Okay. This seems like a bad place to have left it.
Counsel, if you can drag yourself upright again, the court awaits your cross-examination.
Whew, okay. Starting off by putting in some hard work. Let's go. My lord. Oh good, another desperate situation. What is it with this game? Okay. So we gotta try and prove that they saw something or nothing. It's one of the two. London Bobby's good for his word. Well, he sleeps a lot, so let's press that immediately.
Hold it.
How can you say that for certain?
A very good question, sir. And the answer is this. It has the noble founding principles of the force written on it as a reminder to all us policemen of our sworn duty.
He showed us that before, didn't he? Did he? I can't say I remember. Hey, is that in our evidence? It is not. Maybe we can add that to it then.
To patrol the streets of London town and uphold the peace of the common man. It's what the job's all about. And that is why I can stand here today beside my long-suffering wife and tell you Bobby's good for his word, while rubbing my tired eyes admittedly, sir.
Oh, Rolly, you're so manly.
Of course I am, my darling Patricia. Oh, Pat.
Oh, Rolly.
What?
No, none of this is what I meant. I meant, how can you say for certain that this case has got nothing to do with them?
Ah, I see, sir. You should have said so earlier, sir.
Yes, well, so could you answer the question? That was a waste of time then.
Absolutely, sir. I will answer it to the fullest of my abilities, sir. There's a surprising reason why the domestic dispute can't be related to this case. But before I get into that, sir, just one thing.
Yes?
I'd very much like you and all your countrymen to understand the great British institution of Scotland Yard. So I hope you'll take back some tales of us London bobbies and how we uphold our guiding principles.
I wasn't planning on going back just yet. I've only just arrived here.
So to that end, sir, I'd be happy to lend you my warrant card for your perusal.
Excellent. Add that to the court record immediately.
But I must warn you, you won't be able to get through it without shedding through tears.
Thank you. I'll try. Okay, small folding bobbie that identifies London bobbies and contains the rules of conduct to which they must adhere. Aha! So if we can surely, he's going to say something which goes against the rules in this book. That's what I'm thinking here. I've got a hunch. And hey, we got a bit of progression from pressing the very first gimmick.
I like that a lot.
Get that safe to server. Oh yeah, we better examine that gimmick before things go really pear-shaped. Okay, number 1. The policeman will strive to preserve the peace within his allotted beat. Okay, that should be fine. A patrolling officer is expected to walk 20 miles around his beat every day for the furtherance of community relations. Okay, that makes sense. Van Zeeks is saying that as well. Unless he's been sleeping on the job, so potentially number 2. Okay, principles of policing and then regulations. Okay, so 2 different gimmicks here, so it must be a regulation where he slips up. Okay, regulation number 1. Any crimes fall under the jurisdiction of the beat in which they are discovered. Okay, so she ran off. So he should have dealt with that crime. So I think we've immediately got something here. Item 2. When a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist of initial investigation. Okay, so that's 2. Boom, got him. Okay. Okay, would have seen it, did leave the scene. He was there to make sure nothing... She's not a police... Yeah, she's not a policewoman. I didn't take my eye off the crime scene, nothing strange to report. Right, let's press this, because maybe we can somehow use the book against this. This could be it. Yeah, she said that you went to a nearby police box to fetch another officer. Is that right? That's right, yes. If it had been on Rowley's beat, I would have known exactly where I was going, of course.
Don't feel bad, my love. You can't be expected to know the location of every police box on every beat.
So Rowley told me the way, only I sort of got a little lost on the way.
Patricia, my darling, that's why I love you. Your terrible sense of direction is bewitching to me.
It's crap again. They're so in love. Oh, please. So I suppose I was gone for about 15 minutes. Damn, that's quite a long time. Surely he must have slept. But like I said, my Rowley was at the scene the whole time, making sure nothing was disturbed.
I was off duty at the time, of course, but a true Bobby is never really off duty, sir.
Okay, maybe it's the fifth one then. There's got to be something we can hit him with the book. Nothing to report.
That's correct, sir. I had my eyes wide open the whole entire time. Never looked away for a second. No one else approached the scene and nothing was removed from it. I can swear to that on the yard's honour, sir.
Okay, surely we can ask him a critical question here. Really? That seems a little strange.
Beg your pardon, sir. Strange, sir. Seems altogether regular to me.
This burnt copy of The Lion's Pride was originally in the household, so the question remains, how did it find its way into the hand of the victim? Can you shed any light on that, seeing as you were at the scene of the crime the entire time?
Oh, ho, ho, we got him. Aha, could it be a different copy, sir? One that just happened to be burnt as well.
Right, clutching at straws there. Even if that were possible, why would the victim have been gripping a book like that in her hand? As we can see from this photograph, she had a bag over her shoulder.
Well, sir, that book was in the lady's hand from the moment we arrived at the scene.
Is he just saying that? Is that so? There's something about this statement that's not sitting right with me. That suspiciously sounds like we're going to get a choice here. Such jolly music about murder. The two mysteries of how that knife ended up in her back and how that book ended up in her hand. There must be some common thread between them. Damn it, no luck. I'm so sorry, I had no right to speak out. What do you mean? I requested the cross-examination of her without consulting you, even if the judge did deny me. Oh, I see. Well, I agree with you. We do need testimony from her, if we're ever going to get to the truth of this matter. Do you really think so? Well, think about it. No matter how far it is across the road or how that window opens, his book found its way to the scene of the crime somehow, didn't it? You're right. And then there was her reaction to me showing her the knife. The woman's hiding something, I'm sure of it. You're right again. We need to use this cross-examination to uncover more clues. We'll get to the bottom of this one way or another, I swear. Yes! Right then, we've only got two things left to press.
Hold it!
Right, pressing windows may not. Maybe we'll find something here. By which you mean they don't open fully, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Oh, we're getting the explanation again. They're just
there to allow a bit of air through the house, you see, so they're restricted as to how much they open.
And therefore anything thrown out of the window from inside the room would simply strike the pane and fall to the street directly from below. For clarity, allow me to mark the map.
Okay, if he's updated the map, this could be going somewhere.
Here is the location where objects would have fallen.
Let me guess, but there was a trampoline or something directly going underneath the window. I'm gutted it wasn't the snowman.
Yes, directly opposite the scene of the crime, on the other side of the rather wide road.
Would it have been so hard for somebody to mention this top hinge casement thing before? Well, I'd another question for you, Constable.
And what would that be, sir?
How do you even know? Why would you have any idea what sort of windows their house is furnished with? That is a very good question.
Well, sir, that's very simple. You see, I helped with the investigation yesterday.
What is going on here?
I'm getting really suspicious.
Time to save like a big old baby. No, not Tweez.
Get out of there.
Excuse me.
What's the matter, miss? Why are you giggling? Do you have something to add? Sorry? You look, well, delighted. Is there some particular reason for that? Oh, I was just remembering, that's all. Ah, good old hydration. Damn, we got a new tune. We really were. So lucky. Let me guess, is that where they met? Lucky? What do you mean? Well, of course I feel terrible for the poor woman who was attacked. Don't misunderstand me, please. But we were just so lucky it didn't happen on Rowley's beat. It was so close, you see. Yes, we've got her. If she's going to say something or draw some line on the map, it's surely going to class as his jurisdiction, and then we can get him with the book. Oh, give it to me. Oh, I hadn't realised. Oh yes, that street, Briar Road, that's the boundary between Rowley's beat and the next one. Isn't that right, my love? Oh damn, he was awake for quite a while there.
Constable Beat! That's the reason I was helping out with interviewing the occupants of the household yesterday. Their house is on my beat, you see, sir.
Okay, so if their house is on the beat, why would the other side of the road not count?
Sir.
That really was cutting it close then. Constable, I wonder if you could clarify something.
Here we go.
If the household is on your beat, does that mean that the pavement next to it is as well?
Outside his house? Yes, ma'am. The pavement on that side of the road is part of my beat.
Update your testimony immediately, you fucker! I see, I was unaware of that. Just think, if the woman had been attacked just on the other side of Briar Road... Oh wait, have I misunderstood? We would never have been able to go for that meal to celebrate our wedding anniversary. Oh man, are we going to get this guy fired? But that's the life of a bobby after all.
Extraordinary people are bobbies, tirelessly working for the benefit of all Londoners.
Good old cops. Do you know what I think? I think it was the good Lord's way of rewarding my Rowley for all his hard work. What, a nice dinner? Don't you think so, my darling? That's well harsh. Some woman got stabbed, but thank God he didn't have to do anything. We got to just walk past and go for dinner.
That must be it, Pat, my love. That must be it.
I think perhaps we should make sure that we have that information officially on record. Yeah, here we go. Leave it to me. I'll take care of it immediately. The case file's information has been updated. Okay. So we can hit him with the case file or the book, I guess. And now it's my turn, I think. So have we pressed everything here? Oh, yo, here we go. Can I ask you something? Please, Mr. Lawyer, sir? Oh, yes, of course. What is it? You're doubting us, aren't you? I can tell. This is pretty insane progression. What? I wasn't really... I mean, what's she doing? Please, just because I'm a woman, it doesn't make my testimony any less valuable. It does if you're not telling the truth. It's not about the damn gender. Don't use your husband to fight again. You might just see me as the wife of a policeman, but I'm a woman of my word, I am. She's getting pretty cross. I really don't remember ever suggesting that I doubted you. No excuses, I don't want to hear it. My voice will be heard. My lord, you'll let me speak, won't you?
Yes, I will allow you to supplement your testimony if you so desire.
Yeah, changing the testimony as well is nice.
Sometimes the path of least resistance is the sage one.
That was a very loud mutter. I heard that! That Japanese man thinks a policeman's wife's word counts for nothing, does he? Well, watch out, sir. I might let you get away with something like that, but my Roly won't. Duly noted. Please, I humbly ask you to continue. What could she possibly be about to say, I wonder? I know what I saw. My eyes never let me down. My sense of direction is a little off sometimes, though. Okay, oh no. Right, we've got to be careful we don't accidentally present. Location, pavement of Briar Road, east side. Okay. Where's that map? Hold on. The east is where the cross is. Oh, so the X is where the murder happened, but I think they just did a temporary X just by the red box on the lower left, because that's where the household is. Almost got confused there. Okay, I suppose we'll do a quick save, just so that's done and dusted, and then I guess we'll press that statement? Or maybe we should be chucking some evidence of that, seeing as it's a brand new slot.
Hold it!
Hold it.
Nobody's questioning what you've told us. I saw it, I did. That evening, I saw it clearly. That little Eastern man with the whiskers and the funny curved back, slinking away from the scene. Damn, everyone hates the Japanese here. Ah. And I know what I didn't see as well. I didn't see any flaming books or knives flying through the sky. And I guess we've got the timing right. The woman dropped over dead with a knife in her back. And then she ran away for 15 minutes. All very clear. As in, there's no way she could have left before the woman died. Well, the woman is dead, but you know what I mean. You also mentioned something about having a poor sense of direction. Aha! So was it her who said it was the east side of the road? Yeah, so maybe now we can chuck the map at her, if not the book. Oh, yes, well, that's a little embarrassing, really. I'm always ending up at the wrong place when I've made arrangements to meet Roly. He gets ever so cross. Yo, just as we were getting a bit stumped.
Excuse me.
Here we go. A fresh lead. Constable, is there a problem? Why is he grumbling like, oh, this fool's always late and in the wrong place? Wake up, will you? This is important.
No, sir. No problem, sir.
Did your wife's remark just now bring something to mind, perhaps?
Oh, well, in a way, sir. Yes, sir. I was just remembering that the same thing happened that evening is all.
Okay, so if he's about to say something like she wanted to meet on a certain side of the street but got it wrong, then whew, we might have something tasty here. You mean she lost her way on the night of the incident? She said that already.
Well, you see, I sent her off to find a police box in the next beat over from mine. But she was gone a fair bit longer than what I was expecting. I thought she'd be back inside 10 minutes, but my darling was gone a good 15.
Oh, Roly, you're such a tease. But the reason I was so long was because of the bouquet, silly. What? She didn't mention that. She just said she got lost.
The bouquet?
Sorry, what bouquet are you talking about? Oh, it was a present for our wedding anniversary. Roly's so romantic. He saved up for it with farthings and halfpennies he found in the gutter while doing his rounds. What? Yes, how romantic. I'm all, like, sweet finding a load of money every day if you're walking 20 miles, but if that's the main thing you're looking for while you're out and about instead of crime... That's a bit dodgy. I'd forgotten all about it until just now. Had you, my darling?
Ah! Oh, yes. But that was just between us. Not talking about it to anyone else, darling. You have to promise.
Really? Oh. What was that all about? Constable looked very obviously troubled during that exchange.
I'm afraid I can't offer any useful insight.
Maybe that's something we have to sort of touch on later rather than right now.
But I'm quite sure of one thing. We have to ask her about the bouquet.
Oh, okay, maybe not. Maybe let's just ask her right now. This bouquet you just mentioned, I'd like you to add details about it to your testimony, please.
Oh, really? Yes, I'd love to.
What? She's like,
Yes, I love digging myself in a hole. What happened was I dropped my bouquet and ended up losing my way for a while.
okay. Right. So even now, potentially it's too early to present anything, because we're still coming up with a load of stuff. But, let's have a think here. So we press that. We press that. Potentially we haven't pressed that. We've done all that, and we've definitely done the last one. Right, let's quickly do this one. Yeah, apologies if we've done this already. This one's drawing a bit of a blank. Worst case, we can do the old mash test, see if we have done it already.
Hold it.
Okay, mash failed, brand new. But according to my notes here, the sun had gone down already and it was dark.
Oh, but Rowley and I were strolling along, gazing at the night sky and looking for our lucky star.
Sorry?
The star that will guide us to eternal happiness.
Can't it guide you to answer the question?
If a flaming book had cut across the sky in front of us, it would have lit up like a shooting star.
And if I'd seen a shooting star, I would have made a wish upon it. Let Rowley be an inspector, I would have said, 3 times at least.
Why has he gone all shy?
Of course, what with the smog and everything, we couldn't actually see any stars.
So they were just looking up for no reason?
In short, are you trying to say that neither a book nor a knife crossed the sky before you?
No, don't jump in. They were showing vulnerabilities.
Yes, sir, that is correct, sir. As sure as the night sky in London is starless, sir.
Hey, it's not starless.
You just gotta know when to look.
It certainly seems like they're telling the truth. Okay.
And then we saw the poor woman fall to the ground, so we ran straight over to help her.
Right, so we could potentially do another round of pressing just to see if some stuff opens up. But I think we should actually go for it. What would her getting lost have to do with anything? It's got to be important if it's just opened up, but I'm not sure. What if we press this? Just because I don't think we've got anything to chuck specifically at that, but if we've just opened up a brand new dialogue option that can be pressed and stuff. Okay, this looks new. You mean you dropped a bouquet at the scene of the crime?
Yes, that's right. Oh, I was so upset. When we ran over and saw it was a woman with a knife in her back, I was so shocked I dropped the bouquet Rowley gave me. It was in the dark spot where the street lights weren't casting any light, so I didn't notice at first.
And then you went to the police box to report it to the policeman whose beat it was on.
Yes, and I came back to the scene together with the other constable, you see. That's when I spotted my bouquet again. But the funny thing was, when I went to pick it up, it was nowhere near the victim's body at all.
In case you need reminding, the victim is not deceased.
I was all flustered for a moment before I heard a voice calling me from the other side of the road.
Your husband, presumably.
That's right. Silly me, I'd gone over to the wrong side of the street. Although I'm going to blame the bouquet this time, I can't think how it got there, I really can't.
Right, so this is quite important. If she's gone on to the crime scene, maybe that's why he was calling out to her, because if he crossed the road, it would become his crime scene. But if he's done something like move the flowers over there out of respect or something, that would then count, right? So the bouquet somehow moved from one side of Rye Road to the opposite.
Curious indeed.
Isn't it? But the worst of it is I forgot to pick the bouquet up again when we left the scene. That beautiful rose Rowley bought me, with that change from the gutter he spent so long collecting.
Oh, why's it gone quiet?
By bouquet, do you perhaps mean this sorry solitary rose?
Oh, yes, that's it. That's the bouquet Rowley bought me for our anniversary, with old bits of change he found in the gutter.
Maybe just call it a rose.
Tell us, where did you come by the flower?
According to the report by the police officer in charge of the crime scene investigation, it was found on the edge of the pavement in front of the Garadeb household.
In front of their house?
Although it wasn't noticed until the morning as it lay where the street lamps cast no light. It was believed to be of no relevance to the case since it was found on the opposite side of the thoroughfare.
Oh, thank you, sir, thank you. Could I have it back now, please?
No, I think for good measure this rose should be added to the court record as evidence.
Oh.
The anniversary bouquet has been entered into the court. So, a present from her husband. The shock of seeing the stabbed victim caused her to drop the rose where she stood. What? Oh, I see. But wait, if they found it under the window in the morning, then when did it get moved? Around the time of the stabbing, or like the next day?
But it's a symbol of our love. I want it back after the trial, do you hear me? I want it back.
Good grief! Rest assured that I shall do my very best not to forget.
Boom. Right then, guys. Let's back it up a little bit, just so we don't accidentally press a button and get caught up into the whole soliloquy with Susato with the old hints. But we'll leave it there for today. So, nice bit of progression. We've got some brand new things for the court record, and we've unlocked a new dialogue option about the bouquet to test. So, yeah, let's see how we get on next time. A few ideas, but nothing concrete yet, so maybe we're still not yet at the point where we can chuck stuff at people. But let's find out next time. So the only thing that remains to be said is, if you like the looks of any of the suggested videos flooding your screen at this very second, check some of them out, and more importantly, let me know what you thought. If you've missed any of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles so far, then catch up. And as always, guys, I hope you're well. Thanks for watching. See you again next time.